Coming up, but here is something spookier. Most Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account.
Is that right?
Yeah,
that is scary. Whoa, sorry, I gotta keep reading. Some advice, spooktacular tricks if you are one of the many, because that really did startle me.
Yeah, it's about 62% of people have less than $1,000 in savings.
Wow.
Here's where it gets even more scary. About 21% of people have no savings at all.
Wow. That's 1 in 5.
Yeah, exactly. And then when we really start to dig into it, here's the reality. Barely half of people have more savings than they have credit card debt.
Yeah. So why is this so hard for Americans? What is it?
Well, there's a lot of different things. I mean, think about it. We live in a society that's buy now, pay later. So we have an easy way for us to rack up debt. We oftentimes spend to the ends of our means, and a lot of this stuff just isn't taught in school.
So true.
They teach us about math, but they don't teach us about managing money.
No, they don't, really. I feel like we need classes on that. Well, you've got some tips for us, some 3 big things on how to trick yourself into saving. So the first one, talk about these credit cards.
All right, so disclaimer, anytime you're going to use a credit card, you have to be responsible. So you have to position yourself to be able to pay off that balance at the end of the month. But there are cash reward credit cards. So what does that mean? That means that you receive a cash reward for spending. Sounds pretty nice to me. So here's what you do. You do the research first. We have some links on our website, wealthwisconsin.com, that can help you get organized there. But you take your normal expenses, things you're going to have to pay for out of your checkbook. Maybe that's putting gas in your car. Maybe that's your utilities. Maybe that's a car payment, your groceries, right? Things you're going to pay for. And you utilize that cash rewards card. You pay for it with your credit card, and you pay it off at the end of the month.
Pay it off.
Now, as they give you a percentage, maybe that's 1%, 2%, 3%, you take that money that you've received in cash, and you put that into your savings.
Ah.
So you're saving from your spending.
You have to follow through, though. It doesn't count. You just, this month,
Exactly.
All right, number 2, this one's big for me. I use automatic options. Like, I don't even want to think about the money.
Exactly. You can trick yourself into savings by just automating it. Because when you utilize the amazing programs that are out there that can automate your savings, they don't make excuses and they don't cave into temptation. They just do what they're supposed to do for you. So you can put in a set amount and you can put in a specified date of when you want your savings to take place, and it will continuously put that amount of money away for you. Here's what I'd recommend though. Look into those online banks where there's going to be a buffer zone. If you want to take money back out, it may take 2 to 3 days. It gives you a second to really go, okay, do I actually need this money, or am I just thrift spending here? Just becoming a spendthrift. Now, there's also other programs out there, apps that you can utilize that will it'll round up your dollars. So you spend $1.64, it's going to take the remaining cents and throw that into your savings.
Oh.
So it's just little ways to automate the savings for yourself and keep it simple for you.
Yeah, I always, a good tip, save your pennies, or, that's the saying that people say. But let's talk about the other thing we can do. Newfound income. Bank that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So did you recently get a pay raise? Well, an increase in your income doesn't mean that you have to have an increase in your spending, right? So live the exact same lifestyle. Take all of that increase in income that you have and funnel that into your savings, living at the same means but banking away that extra money for yourself. Now, maybe you need a little bit of it, but commit yourself to, I'm going to put half of this money away and I'm going to continue to save for myself. Or maybe you paid off a car loan or you paid off a credit card and now you have this extra couple $100 a month. Don't just throw it away. Keep paying the same bill, but allocate where that money is going into savings for yourself. Chances are you're going to need another car in the future, or maybe that car is going to break down. Now you'll have savings to be able to take care of that instead of running to a credit card.
All right, all good ideas. Some tried and true methods as well. Good old-fashioned piggy bank, right?
Yeah, exactly. A change jar. Take your extra change and send it into the jar if you use cash. One of the things I always push people towards is a cash envelope system. This is for things like going out to coffee or going out to eat, or just the little areas that you can kind of slip up in your budget. Take that out in cash. If you commit yourself to, I'm going to spend $50 a month eating out, well, take that out in cash. Once that $50 is gone, that doesn't mean you start swiping your card, right? It means I'm done here. And you start packing up a lunch in the morning. It's just a way to control our spending. Coupons, buying discount, all of those things can be a great way to make sure you're saving.
You mentioned buying discounted gift cards. How do you do that?
Yeah, so for example, maybe you go to something like Sam's Club. They're going to have a bulk discount on gift cards. So holidays are coming. You could be buying gift cards that maybe are worth $50, but you only paid $40, or you only paid $45. Take that extra money that you would have spent put it into savings for yourself.
That's good stuff. Nick, always great advice. Thanks for being here this morning.
Always a pleasure.
Is your mind going?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
your
trying to
husband's
think of
watching and
ways.
trying to
I know.
All right, we'll have more.
Save your pennies, he always tells me.
He's right.